Most of us assume that we have a pretty good bead on things, that we are informed on the world around us and how we all got here, and that we have all the information we need to live our lives. But what if we are wrong? What if there is a world of secrets and stranger than fiction truths out there that we are unaware of and that we are secretly longing to know? Things that once you hear them, you will have to say, "I did not know that." The drive to conquer space has been with us since we looked up at the stars and wondered what it all was. Many concepts of how to leave the Earth's gravity have come and gone, most based not on some to-be-invented technology of the future, but to try and use the current technology of the day and times, starting with an idea of shooting, like a bullet, a person into space. Let's set the Wayback Machine. The time? 1865. The place? Victorian England. The thing? The Jules Verne gun. The first device identified as a gun or a proto-gun appeared in China around 1000 AD. By the end of the 13th century, they had become true guns, metal barrel firearms that fired a single projectile. Over time, these guns got bigger. And it was this notion of a larger gun, combined with a cannon, that author Jules Verne used to suggest that a person could be shot into space with a space gun in his 1865 classic novel, From the Earth to the Moon. And this idea did not die, even with the advent of propellant rockets. The space cannon was built in the early 60s, officially called the High Altitude Research Project, or HARP for short. One of its most significant tests occurred at the Yuma Proving Grounds, where a 118-foot-long HARP gun, which was the largest artillery piece in the world at the time, in October of 1966, it fired a 185-pound payload 111 miles into the lower reaches of space. And over the years, this notion continues to persist. Even today, new companies have popped up trying to produce a form of the Victorian tech concept that was the Jules Verne gun, based on the original gun, which was over 1,000 years old. In the same decade, the Hyperlon sled launch rocket system was built and tested. It used a long set of train tracks that increased an incline up the side of a tall hill to aid in the launch of a single-stage reusable rocket. Using the same kind of train tracks that had carried trains since the invention of the first steam-powered train in 1804, built to move iron in Wales. However, there is a new idea that is based on an even older technology. A 2,400-year-old piece of tech, the catapult. First invented in Greece in 400 BCE and used for over 1,000 years as a siege weapon in war, is the basis for a new green launch system for satellites. The company is Spin Launch, and it has successfully tested and hopes to be sending satellites into orbit for 1/20th of the cost of propellant rockets by 2026. And it will be 90% more green-friendly. All of which reminds us of the quote from the Ecclesiastics. What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. And now you know that.